The American middle class is full of whiny, selfish morons. That's right, I said it. So folks, recently I've been getting a lot of hate mail complaining about one topic in particular.
Dear Steven Crowder, hey, face, how about you stop acting like a mouthpiece for the Republican Party for a day and start talking about what really matters, the shrinking middle class. We've built this country tirelessly and selflessly, only to be trampled by the big corporations that you and your Johnny Bravo ne'er-do-well looking hairdos support. So you think you've pulled the wool over the eyes of old Hank, huh? Well, I've had enough of you nuts. You see that? You just gave me a small heart attack, you selfish bastard. But I wouldn't expect a silver spoon, namby-pamby Cadillac healthcare plan schmohawk like you to understand. Big oil. I tell you this, the middle class will rise again, and it will be glorious. Signed, Hater Hank.
Folks, I don't think there is a myth more falsely perpetuated in America than that of the disappearing middle class. And I say this as a middle-class American, one who shot, edited, and distributed this video to you with my very own inexpensive equipment. And you're most likely watching this on your personal computer or smartphone with noise-canceling headphones. Let's rewind just a few years ago. If you were the wealthiest person on the planet, you had nothing anywhere near as cool as an iPhone. 15 years before that, you wouldn't be watching this on your own personal computer. Then let's rewind 80 years, where even if you were the Monopoly guy, you lived in a house without air conditioning, television, your precious Starbucks, or the myriad other amenities that we take for granted. And that's if you lived long enough to not be taken out by a common virus or disease that are now easily managed thanks to modern medicine. That's why people had so many kids back then. They didn't know who'd make it. 9 would get sick and 4 would get kicked by a horse or something. Now all of these things have been brought to you courtesy of the free enterprise system. Now I just want to tell you about a conversation I had the other day, and no, I'm not exaggerating.
Oh my god, is that an iPhone 4G?
Yeah, it is.
That's so friggin' nice.
Yeah, you know, I'm actually pretty grateful for it. It's come in pretty handy for me.
That's so cool. I mean, all I have is this 3GS. I guess it's nice because I have the unlimited plan, but I mean, it's kind of slow and sometimes they get crappy service, and I really want the 4G. I was kind of thinking that after my boyfriend got out of lockup, then I might get the 4G. It's so much nicer, so much faster, and you have HD. Is that 30 gig?
No, this is just the 16 gig. I didn't really need the...
Oh my god, loser! I have to have the 30 gig because I need to have all my tunes on there, you know? I have so much music.
See, the middle class is not shrinking. Well, actually it might be in a sense, because earners of over $100,000 a year have actually increased from 12% to over 20% since 1979. So in fact, a lot of the middle class are actually moving into upper class, not lower. See, the real problem here is that the middle class in America today are ungrateful. And today's politicians are all too willing to pander to our selfish nature. I want to get a car, but I can't afford it. Don't worry, we'll hook you up. Cash for clunkers. I keep building a crappy product that nobody wants. Don't worry, we'll bail you out. I want to live in this house, but I can't afford it. We'll take care of you, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Well, the average household income has decreased over the last decades when you adjust for inflation. Yeah, but individual people earn anywhere from 44 to 62% more because the size of the average household has decreased dramatically. Thomas Sowell is brilliant on this. Read his stuff. My point is that when you look at the big picture, historically, the middle class has benefited immensely from the free enterprise system by any measurable barometer. And if you sincerely want to screw the middle class, please, oh please, give the government more of your hard-earned money.
30 gig? If it were up to me, you'd get no gigs. You would not get 30 gigs, you wouldn't get 16 gigs. You deserve no gigs because you are of no benefit to humanity or society whatsoever. And you know what? Your boyfriend who's in lockup, he would stay in lockup if I had my way, permanently in lockup, if only to punish you because you are a drain on society collectively as a whole.
What are you doing?
No, nothing.
You have funny hair. Bye.